All right, Let's Win family. Thank you guys for joining in. I'm just gonna be really, really quick, man. Just got some breaking news that I want to share with you guys as I continue to let people into the Zoom room here. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving here. This is gonna be one of the quickest informational sessions that I've ever gave you here. But guys, we have some breaking news, and so what I want to share here with you guys is we just had a triple crown. I know you guys probably don't know what a triple crown is, and it has not happened in a very, very long time. But this is why you guys come to the Let's Win financial community to keep you guys informed and educated and empowered. So I want to share here with you guys. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to look at this triple crown here. I hadn't seen this guys in a very long time since I've been doing this here. And so let me just go ahead and share my screen here, and we're going to discuss this here for a second, and then I'm gonna have you guys off on your particular way here. All right. So as we get ready to share this right here, I just want to discuss here the triple crown, guys. This here is what you call the triple crown. All right. So you guys are now able to see the CNBC website, and I'm just gonna break it down. We look at these three boxes right here. As you will see right here, the Dow Jones closed above 45,000. S&P 500 reaches new record and tech surges on a surge. This $45,000 right here, or this 45,000 right here, is an all-time high for the Dow Jones. So someone may ask Sherwin, what is the Dow Jones? When we talk about the Dow Jones, this right here is what I'm referring to. This index right here. It has your top 30 companies in America inside of it. And so what this Dow Jones does, it takes all these 30 companies here and they take an average how they perform on a daily basis. And how they perform on a daily basis, they come up with an average on how this particular index performed. So this particular index, as we see right here, is now at 45,000. We talk about the Dow Jones. This is a new milestone. The Triple Crown represents the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. All three of these U.S. indexes, these are the three major U.S. indexes. They've hit all-time new highs as of today. When we go right here, we look at this S&P 500. If you've been with me for the Let's Win Financial for a very long time, your 401ks that you have, if I went into your 401k and we made adjustments, I've adjusted your 401ks to be primarily be invested in the S&P 500 index. This is your top 500 companies in America spread across 11 different sectors. Guys, this now is at the level of 6,000. This now is at an all-time high. You go right here and look at this NASDAQ. This pretty much right here is majority of your technology companies. When I go right here and I share this here with you really quick, your NASDAQ. Here's all the different returns on the NASDAQ throughout the years from 1986 to right here to 2023. The NASDAQ, guys, is at an all-time high. This is your technology. Technology will continue to grow. But what I also want to share here with you, I talk a lot about it in your investment accounts. You have what we call these companies right here. They call the Mag 7, the Magnificent 7. And here's how the Magnificent Seven performed today. You got Tesla, Meta, which is Facebook. You got Amazon, you have Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple. These are what we call our Magnificent Seven. So whenever you hear that terminology, we're talking about these seven companies here. All of them, guys, today finished in green. The market is at an all-time high. When we say the stock market is at an all-time high. If you on your cell phone right about now, I want you to screenshot this right here, and I want you to make a note of this here. This is what you call the Magnificent Seven. And guys, the stock that we have been in for the last 3 years, which is Nvidia. Nvidia today closed up at 3.48%, and now it's at $145 per share. My end goal for Nvidia, as I've been telling you guys, is going to be at anywhere between $155 to $160 by the end of the year. Guys, this company right here is up 190%. This time last year in November, guys, I told you this is going to be one of our top stocks to own. It's up 192% to be exact so far this year. Dating back to 2020, I want you guys to write this down. Dating back to 2020, this stock has been up 100% every single year with exception of 2022. 2020 it was up over 100%. 2021 it was up over 101%. 2022 was down 50%. 2023, guys, it was up 230%. And right here in 2024, it's up over 190%. And we see what it's done today. Guys, in NVIDIA, you've made today, in NVIDIA, you made a lot of money. And if you with me, you got NVIDIA inside of your portfolio. Now, if you look at Apple right here, guys, Apple is also on a nice little run. It was up 0.15% today. When we go right over here and we look, I want to share this here with you really quick. Apple, guys, is on a 12-day win streak. What does that mean? This right here means that Apple closed up today and it's closed up 12 consecutive days in the green. Apple is the most valuable stock in the world. It's worth $3.6 trillion. It is only 9% away from being the first $4 trillion company in the world. All right. That's very important right here. I got one more thing I want to share here with you guys. Guys, we are on the brink of seeing Bitcoin hit 100,000. When you go right here and you look at the crypto, we're going to go and look at the crypto right here, guys. NVIDIA at one point, probably about 30 minutes ago, was staring right about 99,200. Right now, it's at 97,853. Guys, it's just a matter of time before it hits 100,000. Before Trump was elected, Bitcoin was right at 74,000. From now until when Trump got elected, we see Bitcoin right at over 40%. The second highest crypto coin, which is Ethereum, you see Ethereum here is up 6.95%. This is Michael Jordan. This is Scottie Pippen. These are the two coins that I only recommend. The other coins, these little meme coins, I don't necessarily deal with them. All right. You can invest in them. People invest in them, but I don't necessarily deal with any other coins, right? This Dogecoin right here, people jumping on this, it has no platform. Elon Musk just pretty much just pump it up, but it doesn't necessarily have any particular platform. When you talk about Bitcoin, when you talk about Ethereum, their platforms is if you want to transfer money, you can transfer it into Bitcoin within seconds. If you're trying to transfer money, I see my man Mike Johnson on here. He was over in Germany. If I want to send Mike money right now between the US and Germany, I will literally have to go either to my bank or I have to go through a third medium platform just to transfer the money to him over into Germany. But by having a Bitcoin account right here, I can transfer this money right here in seconds. And this is what Trump administration and cabinet is getting ready to allow Bitcoin regulations to be even more regulated for Bitcoin to be more regulated here in the United States. If you go and you look right here, Trump, let me see if it's still on the national headlines here. Trump, SEC guy, which is the Security Exchange Commission. I don't know if it's still on here, but he just picked his SEC guy. All right. And he is crypto friendly. So everybody that Trump is picking to be part of his cabinet is crypto friendly. It's a matter of time before Bitcoin hits $100, 100,000. If you go right over here and you see XRP, people starting to jump on XRP because XRP was up over 400% last year. Last month it was up over 400%. The reason why XRP is up as good as it is because Trump, the SEC guy that he previously had, was non-pro crypto. This guy that he getting ready to nominate is pro crypto, which is why we see XRP been growing expansively. But guys, again, if you ask me about crypto, the only two cryptos that I'm invested in is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because at some point, Doge's gonna crash, XRP gonna crash. These here has the two biggest platforms. Well, Sherwin, how are you investing into Bitcoin and Ethereum? It's $50 every week for me, every single week. With a little lump sum money I put into that. And oh, by the way, guess what I did 2 weeks ago? I opened up crypto accounts for my kids as well. Did it in my name. but I earmarked it for each one of the boys. And guess what I do? I do $50 a week into their particular crypto accounts as well. Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's all we
I
do.
have a question,
Bitcoin and
sir.
Ethereum, like clockwork, whether it's up or down. Bitcoin, Ethereum, like clockwork. Because guys, guess what? At the end of the day, guess what? I don't worry about what Bitcoin is going to do next month. I don't worry what Bitcoin is going to do the next 6 months. But what I am concerned with is where is Bitcoin going to be in the next 4 years? I predict Bitcoin to be right at 250,000 plus. I look at Ethereum. I look at Ethereum to be anywhere from 50 to 75,000 by the time that the next 4 years is up. Because I will tell you this right here, guys. Bitcoin, your next president, right? Whether you like him or not, spoke at the National Bitcoin National Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. Where whether you like him or not, you better get on the bus and you better join what he's doing because you're gonna get left behind wondering and worrying about his character when the people that's joining him in his particular policies and what is actually growing, they're getting ready, the rich is getting ready to get richer. You understand that? I told you guys also too, I'm very highly bullish on Tesla. Tesla has been a undervalued company in the last 2 years. Every single day, almost since President Trump has been reelected last month, November the 5th, Elon Musk has been at Margo Largo. Elon Musk is going through a divorce right about now with his wife because his wife said he has just totally changed. Elon Musk could give a crap right about now what's going on with his wife because he joined in with Trump, and Trump has created a new department for Elon Musk. Guys, when we talk about these taxi robots, here's how the game is getting ready to change. If you go on Google right about now, don't have the time to do it, should have had a picture up. If you go and look at Kim Kardashian, she's sitting next to a Tesla vehicle with a robot that's sitting in the vehicle. Guys, these taxi robots is about to change the game and how we operate in America. These taxi robots is going to change the narratives of how you go and grocery shop. It ain't gonna be no people going, you putting in a little apps telling you what groceries to get and bringing it to your house. It's these robots that you're gonna personally own, gonna be able to go to Publix, gonna go to Walmart and wherever grocery stores that you at, right? And they're gonna go and get your groceries. Mike, them dogs that you got in your house, you ain't gotta worry about you or your family members, man, going to walk them dogs. Guess what? The robot's gonna do it. Elon Musk right about now with the full self-driving. He gonna allow the actually, if they want to, you gonna have the robots to drive the cars, or you gonna have the full self-driving to where now they're gonna go and get whatever you need, and we at the house just chilling.
I have a
So,
question, Sherwood.
go
A
ahead, Mike.
couple questions actually. One was the Bitcoin and the thing. I have no doubt about it that everything you say is 100% true about the dollar amount that it's going to get to. My question is, if it's going to get that valuable, what's the point that you actually sell it? Because if it, you see what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
get out of it, how do you get back into it? Because the only way you make the profit is selling it to somebody else. So, I just don't understand what the get out point. Let's just say if you had 300,000 right now, what's the get out point if it's going to be that valuable?
Well, Mike, I would say this right here, man. The way Bitcoin is going, I would say at this particular point, you just continue to keep investing into it. If you're thinking about selling it right, maybe take some profits right when it get to the point where if it's at 100,000 now, we get to 250,000, you may feel like, man, I got a lot of money invested into crypto. Let's say, for instance, you got 100,000, right? You don't make $100,000 gain. I mean, you might want to say, okay, I want to take some of these profits, right? I want to take 50,000. I want to take 60,000. You still keep some skin in the game where you still got a good amount of money in there in the
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really kind of where you want to go. But right about now, we want to be to the point where we build up because as Bitcoin continue to grow over these next 4 years, I would probably say, Mike, you start pumping money into Bitcoin and put more than what you probably average been in, right? In these next 4 years, you might want to think about probably taking some profits then, because I don't know who our next president is going to be, if their
Mm-hmm.
cabinet is going to be pro crypto. Definitely, guys, if we have another Republican, now another Democratic president, you definitely want to take profits on Bitcoin because they are
Mm-hmm.
not going to be Bitcoin
Yeah,
pro at that particular point.
yeah,
Hopefully, I
yeah,
answered your question there, Mike.
yeah, yeah. That did. Appreciate you.
All right, good stuff. I don't want to be long. I just want to come in and tell you guys about the Triple Crown. S&P 500 is up at an all-time high. The Dow Jones is up at an all-time high, and the Nasdaq is at an all-time high. Guys, I've been doing this for a very long time. That's only happened twice since I've been investing over the last 15 years. All right. So when you log into your accounts, man, your Fidelity accounts, into your 401k accounts, man, you have made money. The market has printed big money this year. The stock market, the S&P 500 is up 27%. Guys, do not get into positions to where you get into this holiday season and you start overspending and you be in that situation like you did last year, the way you still paying interest on Christmas gifts that you bought last year. Guys, that ain't the move. This ain't the season for impulse shopping. You can't invest because of your bad financial decisions that you made 3 years ago. It's time to get out of this rat race. It's time to get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. And it only starts from you making a sacrifice today, not 2025, but today. But I would tell you guys, we got some heavy hitters that's on this call right about here. I look at Tony Morris here, man. This guy here been maxing out his Roth IRA every single year that he been with me. And I literally would go in and show you in his Fidelity account the major gains that he's had. So guys, what I'm telling you guys, it takes sacrifice. We want the bag right now, but the bag don't come right now. I share my testimony. This will be the last thing right here. And there's a lot of new people in the Let's Win financial community. But I share my testimony. And I've been bringing up Mike, and I don't even think Mike even knew this. And Mike know my testimony. Mike Johnson stayed with me for a couple months, but Mike didn't know this. I was broke as a joke. Couldn't even go home for Thanksgiving because I'm spending, I'm splurging. I have no sacrifices. I'm just spending my money on whatever. Guys, to the point where when I met Leslie, didn't have any money to travel from Missouri to Florida to even go see her, even to go see my family, guys. Because guess what? I made bad financial decisions. I was in a payday loan cycle for like a year and a half. And guys, that was the darkest moment of my life. And it got to the point, and that's why me at Let's Win Financial, as you guys will see this today, that's the reason why I'm so passionate about financial literacy. Because I don't want anyone to be in that situation where I was at, where every time you got paid, you can't even pay your bills. You got to go down to the payday loan center and pay that payday loan and get another payday loan to get you to the next payday loan. It's a rat race, man. So you think you've been in a situation and you think that in your current situation that is very difficult, trust you me. I've been there. I know what it's like, but I'm a prime example that your current situation is not your final destination. It's only temporarily. So I'm a witness and I'm a believer to be on one side of the struggle, to be on a whole nother side of the struggle and on the receiving end, and it's all glory to God. You guys kind of know my story. So that's why I'm so passionate, and that's why a lot of this information that you guys get even today, like a triple crown. I put on the text message, breaking news, right? It ain't talking about LeBron James. It ain't talking about Michael Jordan, right? Hitting the NBA record all time high. Man, this brand new information that you guys are learning. And what happens is when you get brand new information, it leads to transformation. Transformation, guys, is what changes your family financial future. It's possible for you guys to have a $10,000 investment account. It's possible for you guys to have $100,000. It's possible for you guys to have a $1 million investment account. Guys, my 12-year-old son this morning, I went over to him. He made straight A's, me and my wife. I'm gonna post it tomorrow morning. He made straight A's. We went over to a breakfast ceremony at his middle school today. And guys, guess what? Because of the seeds that I planted a little early in his life, as soon as he was born, that kid is $12,000 away from having $100,000 invested. And I ain't saying this to brag, but I'm telling you guys though, it's possible. It's possible. When I share information with you guys, I ain't sharing it on Facebook and Instagram. I'm sharing it on the Let's Win Financial group page and the ones that understands the value of what I'm teaching you. Because if you don't understand, then you may look at us like we ain't on the same value. But you guys get it because you plugged in right here. And that's what I'm telling you guys, right? Because of what I've been planting into the seeds of my future, Then, guys, time does all the heavy lifting. Out of that $83,000 he got, my wife and I, we probably put in maybe 50,000 of it. And the others just been from gains. And there ain't a lot of money that I'm putting in it, but I started early. That's the same way with my investment. I started early. That's the same way when buy real estate. Guys, think about in 2025. Instead of trying to get a promotion on a job, think about trying to buy some type of businesses. Guess what's happening? The baby boomers, right? They getting older. They getting ready to retire. They got these businesses, right? You think that, they gonna keep these businesses and work forever? I had a phone call with a client today. We talked about this here. They looking to sell their business. And when they look and sell their business, we got an opportunity to take advantage of that. See, our mind frames got to be thinking then how we currently been in position. Because we've been in position right about now, right? Getting paid, waiting for the next pay period, trying to pay minimum on the credit cards, and then just living a minimalist lifestyle. We can't do that. And while at the same time doing that, still going on vacation 3, 4 times a year, putting it on the credit card, and going on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and it looked good, but that lifestyle is funded by that old plastic card. You know what I mean? And then when you come to less win financial community and we think about, changing you, because guys, I'm all good for a budget. I'm all good for paying off debt and I'm all good for a credit score. But guess what? If you got all three of them, guess what? And if you ain't got no assets, you still gonna be broke. You understand that? I say this all the time. Next time you go to a light and you see the man up there holding a sign asking for $1, guess what? He debt free too, but he broke. So us, we focus on that credit score, getting off debt. That's good, but that is good. But guys, we got to be able to put our money to work for us. If not, you're gonna continue to be broke, and your kids gonna be broke because they see you broke. It's gonna be a generational curse. All right, so I'm done. I just want to talk about the triple crown. Apple went up 12 straight days. S&P 500 stock market hit an all-time high. Bitcoin is almost at $100,000. Guys, this Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m., my sister is going to be the special guest. All right, and guess what, guys? She took money out her primary home and she went and bought a couple investment properties and she's going to show us how she did that. So this Saturday at 10 a.m. is going to be a real estate class. So join in, tap in. We're going to be sending out that information to you guys. But I am excited because my sister is also in the finances. She is the big budget person, right? She eats, sleep, and love budgets. And so she's going to be talking about that as well, how she create and help people with budgets in itself. But with that, guys, be well, be blessed. And as always, let's continue to win. All right.